In the first part of the lecture, I introduced some general aspects concerning the use of the Biosphere Reserve brand. In this second part, I will go deep on it, using the example of three different Italian Biosphere Reserve that are using in a successful way their promotional brand. The Alpi Ledrense Iudicaria Biosphere Reserve, established in 2015, covers a small alpine area in the northeast of Italy between the Garda Lake and the Brenta Dolomites, where there are elements of biodiversity even rare, such as the brown bear. It is a territory characterized by a very high level of wealth for the Italian context, thanks mainly to the tourist and agricultural sector that are developed in balance with the nature. This is an area where awareness and attention to sustainable development are very high, both in the local community and in the businesses. As a consequence, in this area, there are already widespread environmental and social certification and labels for products and services in different economic sectors. In this context, the Biosphere Reserve brand must not therefore overlap with the existing brands, but rather enhance the efforts of those who have obtained them, highlighting the sustainability performance that these brands certify. At the same time, considering that the local communities mostly adopt widely sustainable behaviors, the granting of the Biosphere Reserve brand must be correlated to high performance of sustainability and above all verifiable in terms. Otherwise, the brand of the Biosphere Reserve would be not credible and desirable. The Alpi Ledrense Iudicaria Biosphere Reserve has therefore defined the regulation for the concession of its own brand, according to which it is automatically assigned to products, services and events that already have an environmental or social quality certification or label. The brand is also given to products, services and events whose sustainable performance are verified by the staff of the Biosphere Reserve. This system of brand concession, therefore, requires that the Biosphere Reserve is structured with dedicated and competent personnel. A rather different situation is the one of the Po Delta Biosphere Reserve, established in 2015. It covers the delta area of the longest Italian river on the coast of the Adriatic Sea, a real paradise for many species of birds, fishes, and amphibians. It is a little developed territory, mostly characterized by small family businesses, and it is historically far and marginal to the relevant economic and cultural context of the nearby Venice, Padova, and Ferrara. Environmental certification and labels are not still well spread in this area, and local communities do not always know and follow the paradigms of sustainable development. The growth of this sensitivity is in fact one of the main goals of the Po Delta Biosphere Reserve. Through the brand, therefore, the Po Delta Biosphere Reserve aims above all to stimulate virtuous paths, helping stakeholders to understand the importance of sustainable development and improve their environmental and social performance, with a perspective of continuous improvement. This approach aims not to reward the few already positive realities, but to stimulate an overall improvement, without leaving anyone behind. The brand is therefore granted not to products or services, but to organization, enterprise, or association. Those, by signing a pact with the biosphere reserve, are committed to improving their performance in terms of sustainability, setting themselves incremental targets year by year. The organization to which the brand is given are called sostenitori, that means supporters, because the patto signed also provides that they have to collaborate actively and for free with the Biosphere Reserve in the development of projects and initiatives. If the organization meets their yearly sustainable target or not help the Biosphere Reserve, they lose the use of the brand. Still different is the approach chosen by the Appennino Tosco-Emiliano Biosphere Reserve, a rural mountain area in the north of Italy characterized by woods and peaks where wolves and eagles live, famous in the world for food products such as Parma ham and Parmigiano Reggiano cheese. Here the mission of the Biosphere Reserve is, above all, to retain the few human resources that still live there, motivating in particular young people to fully understand the environmental and cultural value of their territory and also the potential it offers in terms of quality of life and economic well-being. In Appennino Tosco-Emiliano, the brand concession of the Biosphere Reserve has been linked to the dimension of social responsibility. The brand iCare Appennino has been created and it is granted to those who carry out or economically support the carrying out of projects that benefit the communities and or the environment of the Biosphere Reserve. With this strategy, the forces of the Biosphere Reserve have been multiplied, increasing the number of active projects in support of the sustainable development of the territory, and above all, it has given the possibility to involve also companies and organizations based outside the Biosphere Reserve area. An emblematic example is a bank of national level that has created a prepared iCare Appennino card through which those who use it donate a small amount to support the project of the Biosphere Reserve. In summary, I show you three different situations, three different territories, three different rules for the concession of the brand. But in all cases, the strategy adopted is in line with the goals, the specific goals of each single Biosphere Reserve, and also is coherent to the organizational capacity of each Biosphere Reserve.